What up, everybody out there in podcast land? Thank you for tuning in yet again to another episode of Ken and Ross Present the Yeah, I Said It podcast. We're expressing with our full capabilities to the wellness and correctional facilities, brainchild of my child. I am the dad half of this operation. Ross Cooper coming to you live and in public, if you will. Um, as always, I am rocking with the best. My co-host made it through the intro without goofing up this time. But as always, I rock with the best, my co-host. Please introduce yourself to the phone.
Yeah, what's good, everybody? Was having a good day, month, year, hour, second, all that good stuff. If you're watching on the platforms, please share with your friends, family, pets, dog on the wall. I don't know why your dog be on the wall. Fly on the wall, mailman outside, guardsman, all that stuff. Because if you don't, you're going to have the curse of the mummy. The rest is all the eternity. We might already have that anyway, but we'll talk about that later.
Yeah, that's wild, man. As you have said numerous times in the show, humans can be the smartest, dumbest mofos on the planet. I'm curious. I love science. I love seeing what we've been able to do with science. Kind of. The stuff we should be doing with science is not always the stuff we end up doing with science. Because I'm like, yo, if we can make more food, we should do that. If there's an animal on the brink of extinction because of the goofy stuff we do, maybe we should bring that back. You don't go bringing back animals that's already extinct. Wait, we smart enough to make the movie, but not smart enough to follow the lesson in the movie because it's only a movie.
At this point, which movie?
Hey, we're not getting the Resident Evil levels. So
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh,
because
that
we're following between Matrix, Resident Evil, and Terminator, unfortunately, we seem to be going down a rabbit hole of Terminator,
or Matrix.
which means we won't get to Resident Evil, which is a good thing.
I don't know about that. They cooking up some new virus, like I said. We don't know who Umbrella is, or actually, we might know who Umbrella is. But they've been known to, like you said, in them files, they did say they were experimenting, looking up, trying to create certain diseases that did it. See, so I'm saying Resident Evil still on the table, or The
So
Last of
like I said,
Us, or The
look,
Happening. Who knows?
really, yeah, we just rolled down the line of possible horrible. Like I said, I think because we're fast tracking Skynet essentially. Um, there won't be an opportunity, for better or worse, depending on your point of view. There won't be an opportunity for Matrix or Resident Evil because Matrix, the machines needed us for battery and electricity. That ain't what it's looking like right now. We fast tracking Terminator. Y'all literally giving nuke codes and weaponry capability to machines to be sentient beings.
Or it could be uh AM based off a book. I have no mouth and I must scream. That's even worse.
Oh my gosh. I just
The
I
book
mean if
was
there
good. But good.
I was like, if there's an upside to this, then maybe we get to be a cyborg. Like maybe we end up like Cable or Cyborg from Justice League. That's our you know,
I'm good. I'm good.
dude, Cyborg from Justice League is that dude though. Like if I
You know
gotta
what
pick
you
like
have to go through to get that? I'm good. I'll take Matrix for one, please.
I mean, if I gotta pick, Matrix is the least okay. I'm just waiting for the dude with the black trench coat and the glasses with no hands on. Like, hey, I'm with it. I'm cool. If I gotta pick one, I'll go there. I've never seen Last of Us, so I heard it's good. You told me it was good. I gotta watch it.
The game is good. Sure. But yeah. I mean, either way, we got the day after tomorrow too. Don't forget that. And the happening. Possibilities. And
Yeah.
Mummy. Now we got Mummy now.
Oh, we really kind of. Oh,
We
jeez.
definitely got Mummy. And we might have the thing too.
Forgot about.
We got a whole lot of options. I don't know which one it's gonna be, but I guarantee one of them's gonna happen.
I forgot about that happening. I
Half
told
of
us
it
better.
is the tree stuff. Is the trees releasing
I know.
pheromones.
As soon as you said it, I remember that was
Hey,
crazy.
Mother Nature's revenge, man. They getting sick of this. You see the
Day
stuff
after
that Trump
tomorrow.
doing. It's
We're,
like,
we're
yeah,
not a day. We're not a day after tomorrow.
you sure about that?
No, but I
You
mean,
see
it
the
doesn't appear to be. It doesn't appear to be. Like I don't think we're a day after tomorrow levels yet. Like no, we're not.
oh, we there. Now, will it happen exactly like that and that quickly? Probably not. But oh, we there. Everything is already getting worse weather-wise. So,
So I mean, day after tomorrow was one thing. 2012 was another, but 2012 was slightly
2012 is,
different.
I mean, that's over with. I mean, well, actually, I don't know. They say the real Mayan calendar doesn't end until this year, I think, or was it last? But who knows?
At this point, which disaster movie do you want? Okay, which disaster do you want? Um, so we're gonna bring it to the Lone Star State here to Texas. Oh boy, Carmelo Anthony, not that Carmelo, not
Oh,
7 p.m. in Brooklyn Carmelo, not Lala's ex-husband Carmelo. No, not that guy. We're talking Carmelo with a K, the young man who has been indicted for murder, and the trial is moving ahead. The prosecution has rested. I find it very interesting that. So I think there's two ways to look at this. Um, as we talked about, there's there's the very, at least I mentioned, we talked about this earlier. There's just a very tragic aspect of a child being killed and all of this in some horseplay. Well, horseplay might be downplayed a little bit, but in a confrontation, you have a child that is no longer here, and that is tragic. And to get to that point, though, we cannot rule out, unfortunately, because America loves to never solve problems. Um, America has a race problem, and there are so many racial overtones here that are problematic. Carmelo was black. The young man who was killed is white. Twin brother is white. Frisco, Texas is overwhelmingly white, and there are no black. The jury is all white. You know anything about the history of this country and all white juries when black men are facing murder charges, you there's a precedent there. I'm still trying to figure out how do you get an all white jury.
yeah,
I
I
mean,
mean, kind of just said it. It's majority white place.
majority, but not total.
Well,
Majority, but not total.
well,
So you you
still
couldn't
answers your question.
find you
Still answers.
couldn't find one black person in Frisco. You could not one, not one. I've seen them there. I've been there. Seen them there.
Can you find one in Iowa?
I'm just.
That's just
How
me.
did you end up with an all-white jury?
You know
And,
why?
and and again, it shouldn't matter. Justice has a blindfold. Remember, justice has a blindfold.
Yeah, just like
Shouldn't
America.
matter.
We have a black vote. Yeah, we
See,
do.
see, see. I saw that in there. But this was, and for those who forgot about the trial, this was at a high school track meet. Apparently, Carmelo went to the other team's tent. There's a big to do about whether or not he should or should not have been there. The young man confronted him and told him to leave. Carmelo said, "Touch me and find out." This is the worst possible FAFO. This is the worst possible FAFO because and there's a lot of things I could infer, but I haven't seen come out in the trial. Because, hey, I was a high school kid once. Telling me not to do something is pretty much oh, you must want me to do that. You really don't, touch me and find out. Oh, let's find out. Let's find out then. What you gonna do, homie? Well, now, that's not the smartest nor the most mature route to take.
Say
That's
what?
why this is high school.
Yeah,
This is the problem. High school boys, way too much testosterone, aggressive. But I'm just
yeah, and we all fucked around and find out. So yeah,
and see, I think my upbringing plays a part in the sense of New York State. I know ain't nobody got the blicky on them.
yeah, but
Whereas growing up in Texas, you can if you gotta guess one way or the other, if somebody had a backpack, I'm gonna guess they got the blicky on them. Just
smart
just
guess could save your life.
so as such, even in high school, even when I think I'm Billy Badass, even when it's like, whatever, dog, I'm gonna beat you up one good time. As soon as you, yo, touch me and find out, and I see you reach in the bag, I, I'm gonna catch you next time, dog.
I guess you
I
do.
bet. I bet. Like, cause I'm like, um, fun fact, it ain't worth dying over. I ain't never got nothing to prove that heavy.
Yeah,
Ain't no track meet that important. Like I just it's just so much going on with this, and it's the masculinity, it's just so much nonsense, and I feel horrible because ultimately this young man should still be here. This young man should still be here. Now I'm trying to figure out, and that's the thing, that's the crux of this case for me. Because they keep, why do you have a knife? Why do you have a knife? Why do you have a knife? It doesn't matter. It's Texas. You could walk around with a bazooka on your back and no one's going to say anything. Let's not. Why do you have a knife? Do we ask questions when people have guns? Do we ask questions? No, no, because it's open carry. I don't have to have a reason. So again, I could walk around with a bazooka or a Gatling gun, and no one's gonna ask questions here.
I said I asked some questions. Why the hell you got that? Who's your ops? Nemesis? Like what the hell? Hey, say I'm sorry. A gun is one thing, a bazooka and a Gatling gun. I'm asking questions, bro. Like what is this? Wherever he going, I'm going the opposite way.
But it's legal. I told you, I never forget when I moved here. One of the first gyms I joined, the owner used to walk around the blicky on the holster on through the gym. I'm like, I'm just trying to lift weights, dog. I don't,
Yeah, go
why do we have
ahead.
to work in the gym?
Make sure you rack them correctly, though.
Tell me, why we just walk around the gym with the blicky on? Like, why do you need a blicky to make a protein shake? I'm saying.
Extra strong. When I pull that trigger.
Damn. Like if you didn't grow up in the same way, if you didn't grow up in the boroughs and you just show up in Manhattan, there's a lot that's gonna be like, yo, what the it is not much different in Texas, dog. If you did not grow up here and you grew up north and you land in Texas, it is definitely some WTF moments. Like, do y'all just like, is it a rite of passage when you turn 5, you start first grade and get a rifle? Like, is that is
Yeah.
that the thing? Must your dog go everywhere with you? You
Yeah,
can't
that's
go
that's
you
kind of
can't go to the
everywhere.
bathroom without your dog, homie.
That's
Yeah,
every.
yeah, really?
I mean, that's everywhere. The dog thing. I ain't. But
No, it's no, no.
you know,
I grew up in New York. I've been to California. I've been to Florida. I've been to a few different states. Texas is dog crazy. If it were up to Texas, I swear they'd let kids bring their dogs to school with them.
and that's everywhere. Man, hey, you might need a service dog. You never know. But hey,
Like only in Texas do I walk through Home Depot and I think it's a stroller. No, it's a dog. It's a dog in a stroller.
I've
No,
seen
it's
that here though. I like that. That's what. This is a dog country. People love dogs, maybe a little too much, considering the recent news. But yeah.
I,
Oh, they don't
yeah.
surprise me not a gun thing. Yeah, that's That's strictly a Texas thing, but yeah.
It's wild. Like you talk to people in Texas. Yeah, man, I'm shooting since I was 6.
I was shooting Uno at 6. Like, what are we doing? What
I'm
is
like,
this?
6 is first grade. It has never occurred to me when you in first grade. My thought process was, now you know what? Let me get him a gun.
Or
It didn't. Just didn't.
different state couldn't do that because if we did, we all be locked up for life. But yeah, this is like, like New York and Maryland and Cali, they might lock up a baby for having a gun just off GP. But nah, yeah, that's a Texas thing. Yeah,
So the thing that kills me, and I think it's kind of a misdirection. Why do you have a knife? Why do you have a knife, homie? Do you know where we are?
that's still a no, that's still a valid question. Like, why you have a knife at a track beat? Now the reason could help his case or hurt him. I don't know.
I don't. Because of where we're at, I don't think it's a valid question. Because we don't ask adults, why do you have a
They're
gun
not
walking through
adults. That's
water?
the problem. So yeah, would you not ask the question if a forget the stuff that happened, just genuine. Ask a question like, why does the kid have a weapon at school? That wouldn't have no alarm bells right to you, even if we're in Texas. Yes, it would. You'd be like,
No,
why?
I'm sorry. I'm laughing at the emphasis on Texas. I know it's something we made up, and it's completely hilarious. It's
You're
just
the
funny.
one that say it.
You're
This
correct.
is your word.
You're correct. You're correct. This is funny.
I'm just.
It's
It's
just funny
fun
to
to
hear
say
it.
it like that. Okay.
It's funny to hear it. But no, I get. Okay, all right. This is where it gets interesting. I get the general idea of asking the question, but I think the question isn't relevant. I think the question isn't relevant. I think that's misdirection by the prosecution. Why would you have a knife in dog? So and you can't just get around. It's Texas. People walk around with like I've come across people who go to church with their blicky. Like you in the Lord's house. Why would you need the blicky in the Lord's house?
If a
Help
DP
me
pull up,
understand.
I got this holy bullet for you, boy. You never to try me in his Lord's house. I will spray holiness all over you. But go ahead.
I'm like, you in the Lord's house. You don't need the blicky in the house of the Lord. Who's gonna come blast the church unless you black?
Uh, you
Right.
gonna come blast the
I'm,
church?
I'm about to say, unless you black, then it's
We
justifiable.
might need cookies in church. I'm not gonna lie. We're not even safe there. Oh, double entendre. But yes.
So I'm like, this whole, why would you have a knife in his bag at a church? Because it's Texas and that's the culture here. That's why. That's not the bigger question. You're playing a legal thing in misdirection. Now let me be very clear. I believe this was an accident by far. Why would he have a knife in his bag? In a different realm, that is a valid question. Because let's okay, so let's play along. Let's say he doesn't have a knife in his back, right? Let's just say it's just him. And he's told to leave. And he decides, F out of here, I'm not going anywhere. Fight ensues, and Carmelo gets badly beaten.
I mean, does he
Now,
die?
doesn't
I mean,
I
badly
mean,
beat versus death is two different. You're doing a
I
horrible job if you're the
understand, but
defense lawyer. I'm just letting you know.
hold on. I understand, but the point of the matter is what we need to focus on is the point of contact. I told dude to leave. He didn't leave. In fact, he told me, yo, you touch me, see what's gonna happen. Smart money says, I bet whatever. But we dealing with high school kids. I don't know if there's any racial impetus there. I don't know if there's any racial motivation there. But long and short, you did have to go to him. And that's the thing we got to hear from the trial. Because if you went over there to him, I have no reason to not presume that's not an aggressive thing. This is not even almost 50-year-old me. This is high school me. If I tell you, yo, dog, what you want to do? and you over there, and you start coming towards me, clearly you want to do something. Clearly you want to do something. I don't need my 50-year-old, almost 50-year-old brain to figure that out. My high school brain can figure out, yo, if I tell you, dog, touch me and see what's gonna happen, and you make a move to make it seem like you want to do that, well, now there's conflict. Because regardless of what I said, you had the option to not come bother me. So we're clear. So we're clear. No, not saying the young man does not deserve to be killed at all. I'm saying there was a decision made, at least based on what we know, there was a decision made when your man said, touch me and find out, you was gonna touch him and find out. That's unfortunate. And sadly, here we are in 2026, 2026, and we're still, unfortunately, we can't rule out all of the racial impetus. We can't rule out all of the nonsense. We have to factor all of it in. We can't pretend that that doesn't play a part here. Sorry, not when the accused is black and the deceased is white, and in Texas and in a super white area of Texas and a jury of no black people. So we can't ignore all of the other things. And this country has yet to heal from a 200 plus year old wound. And that is sad that we're here because ultimately, you peel back all of this, it's tragic. There's no getting around that. You peel all of this back, it's tragic. You got essentially a small skirmish, a small disagreement, and now there's a kid not here.
Depending on the decision, about to be two. But yeah, uh,
He's facing 5 to he can't, no matter what. They took the death penalty off the table, and they took life without parole off the table. So we established it's not murder one, no matter what. Um, he's facing 5 to, I think they said 99.
to what? Not to what?
I think they said 5 to 99 years. I'd have to double
So life.
check.
So life.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, yeah.
Well, like I said, even if he does 25, 50, it might as well be his life is pretty much done. So yeah. So two young men possibly lost their lives. But like I said, it's not over. We haven't heard the defense case and the whole. Like I said, I want to hear both all the evidence and whatever and all the facts before I
Mhm.
say whatever, because I don't know, and I haven't been paying attention. Not gonna lie to you. So yeah, definitely could have been avoided. That part I do agree with.
Mhm.
Now, who's the one that could have avoided it is the one I don't know the answer to. Because if he was in the wrong tent or whatever, that could have been avoided. Now, if there's no rule saying he can't be in the tent or whatever, and someone came up to him and then he gave the warning, instead of just either just letting it go like you said, survival instinct's gonna kick in, or you just do what you could. There's this guy, a teacher, or whatever, and be like, yo, he ain't supposed to be there. Let them do it. But I'm sure, you know, ego got in the way and all that. So I'm sure after he said that, it was like, all right, what?
And
And
even there's even a discrepancy in that from what I read. They're saying, okay, because Carmelo was a captain, he could float between tens. And again, I don't know what the
I
rule
don't
on that
know.
is.
I don't know who's the track. I don't know. That's it. Whatever the facts is for about that and who was in the room first, quote unquote. Like the part of me is like, who could have avoided this first? So if Melo's doing something that he could have been doing and was already doing, and someone came to bother him, then I'm gonna look at the kid that passed away. And then yeah, this could have been avoided, my guy.
And that's the
Now if
same.
Melo was in the wrong and he's not supposed to be there, ain't much I can do about that. It's like yeah, that could have been avoided. You didn't have to be there. So that's why I said I'm gonna wait till see who's truly the one where it could have been avoided. That's how I usually judge stuff. Because then after that, I can't really feel bad. whoever the one that broke the non-avoided thing, that's the one I can't feel bad for. Even though I see the racial implications and that someone lost life and it's most looking like two people are about to lose their life over something that was not that damn serious. So yeah, I don't know. I don't have all the facts, so I can't really make a real judgment about this, and the third, and who's at fault or not, because I don't really have all the facts. So I want to see all the facts on the table, and we'll come back with a final decision that might not agree with whatever the real decision is, or might not. Who knows? I don't know. But I don't want to see all the facts before I make my own judgment, because I don't know. Because it's as much of he said, she said at this point. So, and with the context of everything you said, Texas background, all white jury. That part I don't like at all, regardless of even if dude is at fault or not. It's like, yeah.
Right.
But
Because
outside of
so
that, like the actual incident outside the jury and the text ass, I like to know what actually happened in the accident before I make my own judgment on the guilty or innocent part, or who could have avoided what. Because that will determine for me who's guilty and who's not. Because if he could have avoided it, whether it's Carmelo, and it's like, well, I ain't nothing I can do for you, dude. This could have been avoided. Or Carmelo's doing something that he could have done, and white boy had a little power trip. Then learned the hard way. So it's like, well, guess we'll see. But yeah, I don't know.
I'm curious to see because like this is just all of the things at everything everywhere all at once. This is just all of the things that are problematic in this culture, in this society, and it's came to a head. So I'm just curious to see how this is all gonna go. Um and I guess the expectation might be to automatically root for the black guy. I'm not, because that young man is irrevocably scarred. You regardless of how it played out, I don't believe the intent was to kill another individual. The state does not believe it was the intent of him to kill another individual. Otherwise, I promise you, he would have been murder one, capital murder. So the state doesn't even think this was an intentional killing.
I agree, but still did. So intent don't really matter for the
Oh,
purpose of someone still did. You still on trial. Yes,
well,
I get you.
intent matters because it's the difference between, hey, you might only do 5 years versus, hey, lethal injection.
No, I got that. I'm saying yes, literally, but we don't know the brother's intent. No one does. We're not in his head. So yeah, the evidence can make it look like it was or wasn't, but we don't know his intent. He might have. I don't know what his intent was, but it happened. So we gotta go over why it happened.
Just all of the I
Like,
can't say intent, but I can look at some of the factors. If you've ever been to Frisco, Texas, it ain't the hood. It ain't nowhere near hood. The Cowboy Star is there. Star facility. Like Frisco is a good long way from any part of Dallas that you would consider hood. Why does this matter? Because some of the things that create the, as Hillary Clinton would love to say, the super predators are not present. Carmelo did not come. Let's run down the stereotypes. Carmelo didn't come from a broken home. Um, Carmelo was not raised in certain environments. I say that to say this, speaking from my own personal experience. When you grow up in certain environments, when you are under the influence of certain ideals, music, so on and so forth, yes, you can, but it can definitely play with your aggression levels, right? That's not Carmelo. So
that's not
where I
true for
get,
everybody. Don't start that stupid stereotype too. That is not true
no, no,
for
no, no, no. I'm not, that's what I said. I
because
raised my
everyone
own
that's
hand.
in the hood ain't
I
doing
raised,
hood shit.
I raised my own hand. That's what I said. I raised my own hand.
That's what I'm
I can
saying.
speak to it personally. I raised my own hand. So, but I'm saying to that end, none of those things exist for Carmelo. So I said, like, when it gets to what he had a knife for, I'm curious. I am curious what he had a knife for. Because I'm
Oh
like,
yeah. If he
the
was actually
typical,
bullied, yeah.
right. So the typical things that are believed why he's carrying a knife. Because now the other thing no one's gonna know, the question no one's gonna ask, why a knife instead of a blicky, especially here in Texas? That like no one's asking that. But it's just why the knife? Why the knife? Why do you have a knife on him? That's not a that's a question that's trying to get a certain response. Because again, given the easy access to open carry, so on and so forth, and cats getting blickies when they're like 5. I'm just why a knife instead of a blicky? Anybody ask that question?
That
To
seems
me, that lends itself to this ain't what you think. This ain't what you want to make, what certain people want to make it out to be.
wait, what would you make that day? Because the knife is more personal. So that means you ready for close to close.
Okay.
So that, if anything, could make it worse for him. Not saying it is, or better, depending on the situation. If he was severely bullied, then that would explain why. And now it's more personal because I want you to feel this. Or, like I
That's
said, he already
that
had a marker in his mind that, hey, like that's why I said, if it was a gun, not to be Dark Knight quote, guns are too quick, but knives are extremely personal, and
and I
because
was
that's
about to
close
say,
to close cover. So why a knife? That is a great question, actually.
because and I need to remember something. You're thinking that that's an adult thought, not a 17-year-old thought.
That,
I'm gonna use the knife because it's much closer up close and personal.
yeah, it
No,
is. No, it's still
remember,
smart,
we're in Texas.
right?
Why would I have a knife on me when I can
And not a
shoot
gun
with
that you
it?
can get easily. That
Right.
that actually makes
So
sense.
so that to me shows me even more you ain't really about that life, dog. That to me says self-defense. That to me says
Either
self-defense.
one can sell self-defense, but yeah, but up close and personal means yeah, you respect the people are on you. You're expecting them to be close.
Or I'm expecting to pull this out and you be smart enough to not bring your goofy ass over here to me.
Yeah, but if he has a pistol, because it's Texas,
If you got a pistol, you can go on the offensive.
right? But how's that going to defend you against so how's the knife going to defend you against the gun unless you just Dante or some shit? Like what the John Wick? Like
You
what is
really
the knife
bring
going
up
to
Devil
do?
May Cry.
Like, hey, shout out Dante.
Really?
Shout out Virgil, my guy. But yeah,
Because there's no accidents with a knife, dog.
exactly.
There can be accidents with guns.
That's kind of my point. That means there is some intent here, whether it's self-defense or on the
It's
offensive. But
self-defense.
that's still up close and like you still expecting a close encounter for whatever reason. I don't know the
Or
reason.
expecting to pull this out when you stay your goofy ass over there and don't make me have to use this thing. Whereas if you piss me off and I got the blicky, guess what? You on the other side of the room. How? I still got you. So
Yeah. What will scare you more, a gun or a knife?
a gun,
Okay.
dog. If listen, and again,
I'm
maybe
not
this is
no,
my
this is to
adult
me.
thought.
This is what I'm saying. I'm saying, sorry, I'm not saying that he had intent to kill dude. I'm saying it was clearly personal enough that he has a knife instead of a gun. So that might lead to the credence of him being bullied. Because it might just be like it might be a single individual or individuals versus a group of people, which is why you would need a gun.
All right, so now we
But I don't know.
unfortunately
This is all just talk. I have no idea.
it's speculative, but now you got to remember something. We've seen this movie before.
Multi-stabbing?
No, when kids are bullied and have access to guns, hello, Columbine.
I agree. That's what I'm saying. But he didn't pick up a gun. Does that not make that more personal?
It means it's defensive instead of offensive.
That we're saying the same thing. I'm not saying I'm saying it makes it
Okay.
personal that you probably have a single or one, two people target who's targeting you. So next time they
Okay.
get
Okay.
close,
Oh,
it's versus
I
I'm
get
not
you.
going to take it out on everyone that had nothing to do with it.
Okay. I was
It's what I was
point made.
trying.
Point made. I'm with you. I'm with you. I missed it. Point
Now, I
made.
don't
You're
know
right.
if it's innocent or guilt. Like I said, that's why I say it is a good question to. I understand who's asking, why they're asking is because yes, I get what you're saying, but in realistic terms, like non-biases aside, that's a great question. Like, why in the state of Texas, why did you bring a knife and not a gun? Not saying you probably shouldn't have brought anything because, like I said, you're still a kid, you don't need it. But
Right.
or maybe you do, and we don't know, and we're about to find out. That's why I said wait to see what the facts was and who was the aggressor and what, who broke what war, and who could have avoided the situation. That's what I would look to. For me personally, who could have avoided this situation altogether? Was it Melo, or was it? Was going to say? Let me say Carmelo, but I say Melo. I'm thinking one person.
Right.
But Carmelo, was it Carmelo, or was it the dude that died? I guess we'll find out. Because if it was legal for him to be another tenth, then I already got my answer.
Yeah, and I think because the thought process might be we're gonna cheer for the black guy. No, I'm gonna cheer for the truth to come out.
Oh, that's me.
That's what I'm
I don't
I'm
care.
gonna cheer. This is one of those. We've already lost. It's just a matter of how much more we're going to lose. We as a collect. See, that's the other thing. Even though I'm born and raised in this very, very interesting country, overall, I still want the best for everybody. So we've already lost a young man. I I hope the truth comes out and we go from there. I hope the unbiased truth comes out
That's
because
what I
right
want.
now it's very easy to want, thirst for blood, for lack of a better term.
That is both. It's both biases extremely on least. I just want to know what the truth is, and I'll make the honest
True.
decision from that. And that's why I said we're still early in this process. I don't know all the information, so I can't really comment on it because I don't know what happened.
The prosecution called X amount of witnesses, and the prosecution is now arrest. The defense is up.
Well, yeah,
That's where
that's
we are.
yeah, it's not
Trial
done.
resumes.
So we heard one
What?
side. Now it's time to hear the other.
Yeah, trial resumes on Monday, the 8th. So by the time you guys see this, the trial will be back underway. But I do know from being down here, it's you really get to see the ugly in people online. We've really seen some ugly connected to this. When we first talked about this months ago, that's the thing that was really just disheartening and heartbreaking, how ugly people have been with this entire matter. And it lets us know. And fun fact, this ain't a Trump thing.
No, it's
It
not.
ain't
It
Trump.
never is. It's not. They too stupid
Like
to realize it, but it's not.
like all Trump has done in his entire time from 2016 to now is just pull the covers back. If you were a racist POS during the Obama years, all this did was pull during the Clinton years, all Trump did is just pull the covers back and let everybody know, no, we're not as far along as we thought.
I said that. Been said that. Sorry you had to
Touche.
learn the hard way. But yeah.
Touche. We're not as far along as we thought. And what I think the part that's really interesting about that is it's not only is this country not as far along as we all thought, there's a big swath of people who have no problem with white supremacy, who have no problem with everybody not white being subservient or second class citizens. I think that's the
Both
part
sides.
that's
That's the side that
wow.
makes it worse on both sides.
Well, explain that. What do you mean?
We ain't explain that. You know what Sly Cooper is. We played that. Have we not played Sly Cooper?
Wait, what?
Remember the game, PlayStation game Sly Cooper? What was the main character?
Oh no, I didn't play that.
You didn't play Sly Cooper?
I did not play that. That's why I'm lost. Okay, you're like, wait, what? No.
It's a raccoon. It's a raccoon.
Okay, yeah, I'm totally lost. I remember Crash Bandicoot. That's all.
But not Sly Cooper. Good God. Oh, maybe I remember Sly Cooper. Good goodness. But yes, a lot of coons and self-hating people. And they've shown their ugly face more now than ever. So it's like, yeah, it's on both sides. It's it's a remarkable thing to see.
I mean, I think it's vastly more on one side than the other, but I can't deny your point.
Oh well, that is majority, but
Yeah,
it's a
I
lot.
can't.
But the voting had you saw it. You saw it.
Mhm. And
So
that's like I said, that's my thing. Like I just that to me that's the biggest woe of Trump because growing being born in the late 70s, going to the 80s, I'm well aware of especially where I was born and raised. I'm well aware of racist people, but I thought at least there was, hey, it's here and there, it's certain spots, it's here and there. Overall, though, we know what time it is, right? We understand it ain't the 1800s no more. Your white skin don't make you any more valuable or better than me. I thought we all understood that. And I think the biggest thing about all of the MAGA and Trump and so on and so forth is finding out in real time. No, there literally are people like if they repealed the 13th Amendment, they'd be okay with that. Like if the law was passed tomorrow that they could have slaves, they'd be in line at 7 a.m. lining up for and I'm like, okay, that's the part I didn't see coming. That's what I did. That's the mind blowing aspect of all of this. Like, oh, y'all really still mad about the Civil War, huh? Like legit mad.
Dog, how many Confederate flags have you seen? You want to talk about hypocritical, tell us to get over some shit. Y'all ain't got over the damn loss. Take the fucking hell and move on. Talk about us getting over. You can't even get over that. So no, we can't get over stuff. Yes, see, we're in the same boat now. Look, for different
Well,
reasons. You just more
well, it
stupid
ain't,
because you lost. But
and
yeah,
and and it's funny you thank you. You segued perfectly. It's not we can't quote unquote get over it because it ain't never been made right at all. Speaking of things never been made right, reparations.
mm,
What thing y'all tried to do? What thing y'all tried to do? The America Fund or whatever the hell it was called. It got shot down. It's not going
like
to be $1.8 billion given to political allies. Like, yeah, somebody got some damn common sense. It's like, the what are we doing here? Yeah, that got shot down. That's done. That's cooked. So no, you ain't getting reparations either. The fact that it was a try, though, the fact that we've been told as ADOS, as American Descendants of Slavery, we ain't no money for reparations, dog. We not my tax dollars. The fact that you tried.
we already know they can do it easily. It wouldn't even affect people's tax, nothing. It's just not going to do it. There's no investor interest to do it. If it was investors' interest to do it, they would have done it. Because it's not, it's never coming. Let me repeat, never coming. So
I just
stop hoping for this. You begging for sympathy for people who hate you. Like, what are you? Why? I know it's what they owe. They paid everyone
oh,
else's debt but yours. Why ask at this point? Either take it or just let it go.
because of what you just mentioned, the Japanese, and we can run
Yeah,
it down. And
yeah, we can.
there's a
And
certain
yeah, yes, yes.
certain group of people under a blue and white flag that are getting reparations every year.
Still
So
now with our tax dollars, by the way. But yeah, that kind of proves my point. Everyone else is getting their pie but us, the most deserving. But hey, y'all gonna keep asking for something that you will never get. You either take it or we move on to where we don't even need it. Those are
and
only two options. Asking specific for something that
so
hate you. What's wrong with you?
but 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 while we're here, the America's 250 year celebration. Yo, how you know how desperate and pathetic you are to reach out to artists to perform and not tell them what they're performing for? I think at this point, the only people left is Vanilla Ice. It's
That's not surprising, but yeah.
and it's kind of surprising. Dog, you've been the brunt of every rap joke since '91.
Right. Why would he stop? That's the only thing keeping him relevant. Keep going. That's his brand mate.
Bro. Like your claim to fame is Ice Ice Baby and how badly you got sued out the ass for biting that beat from David Bowie. That was really some pressure. But I think the only people left was Vanilla Ice and like even the cornball acts was like, nah, I'm good. Your man's from CNC Music Factory had a whole ass rant, and I'm like, dog, you could have just said no and left it alone. I think we liked you better. But your man's from CNC Music Factory had a whole ass rant about it. But it just seemed like the recurring thing was a whole bunch of artists was told one thing and then saw the flyer and was like, oh no, that's not what my people was telling me. They just said, hey, want to do a concert in DC? Now see, I'm artsy as they come. But the second somebody would have been like, yo, you want to do a concert in DC? Oh, who what
You.
was black people say? Who all gonna be there? Who all
They,
gonna be there?
they heard the paycheck. That's what they heard. And then they find out,
Yeah,
oh, I might lose
yeah.
a couple paychecks for even getting that paycheck. So let me chill out.
And we the black delegation still ain't fully forgave Chrisette Michelle, which I think is tragic because I've been rocking with Chrisette since day one. But yo, this was the biggest who all gonna be there moment in known history. And I think the only people left now is Vanilla Ice. And oh Donnie boy, if you gonna go watch Vanilla Ice do Ice Ice Baby and Ninja Rap from the Turtles soundtrack.
Great movie.
Yeah, the first two actually were good. The first two live action turtles were good. After the second one, that's when they got cheeks. I think we got Turtles in Time or some crap like that. But yeah, the first two live action Turtles movies. Um, Interestingly enough, had me my first run in with law enforcement. But anywho, but anywho, but yeah, it's just so you got no reparations. That's been shot down. This garbage concert has been shot down. I'm still tripping that there's gonna be this UFC fight at the White House. Like, I don't know. Just but no, like I don't follow UFC heavy. I don't think I've ever watched a UFC match from start to finish. It's one of the things I've been trying to get into, but I just haven't. I definitely won't be starting here. Definitely won't be. I don't even know who's on the card. It's just it looks away when you and the White House from the pictures now looks like that trailer park. The jokes write themselves. The jokes write themselves. The jokes write themselves.
And you wonder why every other country looks at us like some clowns, man. It's we the biggest circus in the world.
Yeah, the jokes are writing themselves. Like the White House, well, all of it, all these renovations and bulletproof ballroom and like the what?
That's bulletproof.
I mean, that's the idea. That's because remember the assassin. Who? Wow, how magical is that? I haven't heard anything else about the assassin. I haven't heard anything else about him.
Like I said, they
Some
need to
some
hire some Wade Wilsons or some Wolverines or something. Because where are they getting these from? Timu? Like, damn.
just
Like
saying.
you could get somebody off a block to do a better job than that. But
So
I digress.
we can't afford the Weapon X program. We're gonna use the Weapon W, the cheaper version. Like Weapon X, nah, we can't afford that. Weapon Y, I don't. Until we just thought about it, I forgot. I forgot there was even an assassination attempt.
There's been multiple. The fact that we can say multiple, it's like, damn, bro. JFK was just so unlucky, huh? There's no way. Rest in peace. Like, there's no way.
Oh my god, you like man, we've never seen that in my lifetime. Like multiple, like the Brady
Abe
Bill
Lincoln.
exists because your man's tried to blast Ronald Reagan. We got it.
Abe Lincoln. Abe Lincoln. Get him to use the original. So,
You really take it back to
I'm
honest Abe.
saying, like, hey, they
You
got the
really
job
take
done.
it back.
I'm still mad about the JFK thing, for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
But this month is the one that just can't be touched, huh? Real convenient.
Well,
Hmm.
they got him in the ear.
That just healed. Like, is this Wolverine? Is this healing powers? It just worked for his ear, but then it's just stopping for everything else, huh?
I mean,
adamantium poisoning. That's what's getting them.
given the fact that this dude then sat there and fell asleep during meetings, and basically there's a clip floating around. He sounds like he crapped himself. I'm like, dog, let me.
Oh, he ain't gonna make it.
Yeah, fam, your leader is potentially wearing a diaper.
He's an infant, literally.
Now this is not me coming sideways at elderly people who have incontinence and bowel issues at
But
all.
it's a full cycle. That's just how life works. It just means to
Right?
say he's old as hell. That's what we're
It
saying.
does. I'm just saying, like, you don't. Let's just say, you know what? I'm down for a World Rumble. You know what? Let's put old Donny Boy, Putin,
Oh, we're gonna whoop his ass.
Zelensky. Let's have a battle royal to the end, and whoever wins runs the world. Yeah.
We lose instantly. He's like, oh hell, plagued him.
Wait, hold on,
Lord,
hold on, hold on, hold on. I'm putting Ibrahim Traore in there too.
against Putin, we still lose. So yeah, we good.
I'm talking about no. It's a battle royal, dog. I'm putting Ibrahim Traore, an actual soldier. I'm putting him in there too.
He's not.
So
We talking about presidencies. The actual. So yeah, we lose.
hard to say, pretty much we'd be run by Ibrahim Traore. I'm with it. I'm with it. Let's, you know what? All this armies and weapons. No, 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 no. Hand in hand, homie. Hand in hand.
Well, him
Get in the
too.
octagon, battle royal, last man standing.
Okay,
My
I'm thinking
money,
about somebody else. I'm so sorry. Never mind. Yeah, you're right. I was thinking
my
about something.
money's on
I don't
Ibrahim,
know why I
bro.
was thinking about the mayor of New York. I don't know why I was thinking.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
Mamdani. Nah,
Yeah,
nah, nah.
I,
We
I,
talking world
yeah,
leaders.
yeah,
We
yeah, I
talking
know.
world leaders.
Oh, yeah, yeah, he would win. For sure. I agree. Forgive me. I thinking of somebody else. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
between him or Putin. That's it.
let's go. I don't know. I don't. I mean, Putin ain't gonna go out like no sucker. I will say
And
that.
the boy Russian, he's still kind of in shape. So yeah,
Right, but my money's on Ibrahim.
I agree.
He's stomping all these dudes out.
I agree.
Stomping all these dudes out.
I'm saying it's gonna be between those two. Everybody else getting stomped the fuck out.
Now
So
Zelensky is a soldier for real too, though. I gotta give it to him. Zelensky is a shoulder. Zelensky is a soldier.
I still put Putin in, I mean, number one and two over him. So yeah,
The Chinese leader, nah,
nah,
you getting you getting washed.
yeah.
you getting you
Have
getting
a
washed.
battle royale.
In the World Battle Royal, you getting washed,
The
dog.
Hunger
You getting
Games
washed.
of leaders. All right.
Yo, stop sending other
Hey,
people's kids to die.
hey, see? I bet you have some young blood at presidency then.
Right. So I got Ibrahim Traore over here, and I got old Donny boy who might be shitting himself.
Oh, he might just
I
surrender
mean, you
for his
might not
country.
even have to punch dude. You might have to run up behind him and say boo. Like that might be all it takes. That might be all you need to get it done.
I'm gonna have that Mortal Kombat death cell. Ah, fatality. All you did was just yell at him. All right.
That might be all it takes to get it done. But since we keep it here, because I don't think Nettie Pot, I don't think Nettie boy is no fighter neither for real. You and your blue and white flag. I don't think you no fighter for real. I think Ibrahim gonna lump you up one good time. Just just a thought. I think Ibrahim gonna lump you up one good time. That's gonna be that. That's gonna be that. So yeah, we the world war of the real world war of world leaders, octagon, but fight to the death or incapacitation. Ibrahim. My money's on Ibrahim, yo. My money's on Ibrahim.
I'm with you. I'm with you. I don't know all the world leaders, but I'm with you.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Now if Ibrahim and Zelensky team up, oh yes, they mopping the floor to everybody else. They mopping the floor with these cats. Let me see here. We were talking about, so speaking of Neti Pot, our conversations offline, dog, is just so apparently there is a U.S. and Israeli military partnership brewing. I say brewing loosely because if you do a little digging, you'll find out the U.S. Um, law enforcement has been influenced by, and they've been trading tactics for decades. I don't maybe not decades, I'll say years. But I don't understand the necessity of U.S. Israeli military partnership. That's that should alarm everyone. And it also goes back to the misdirection of this administration. So when you want to get something done, you say this thing over here, but really what you're doing over there is the thing that you're trying to do. So when gas prices were going through the roof and closed Strait of Hormuz and going at Iran, you trying to take the pressure off everybody paying attention to the Epstein files, which is wild because we pretty much have evidence that y'all been doing unspeakable things, and ain't nothing fell apart yet. Ain't a structure, ain't a nothing fell apart yet. So
Not going to, but yeah, continue.
that should be very concerning that we're trading military ideals with a country such as that. But I thought it would be concerning that our tax dollars or U.S. tax dollars are going to fund their healthcare while there are people in this country choosing between food and insulin. But hey, just and I really thought all of the pro. I think that's the thing that always I come back to that blows my mind. The pro America MAGA crowd, y'all sincerely are getting chunked by the white and blue flag, and y'all seem okay with it. Kind of weird. What happened to America first? I thought that's what old Donnie Boy ran on. America first.
It's a
But
cult,
y'all
man.
stay getting chunked. I just we literally had this conversation a couple hours ago. I don't understand the luster of America outside of the possible protection. Because the reality of the situation is if you can abandon certain morals and just dedicate all your time and effort to being rich, to being wealthy, you will be insulated from a lot. I'm fairly sure LeBron ain't worried about most of what we talk about. I'm fairly sure Tyler Perry is not worried about what we talking about because you've amassed enough wealth through hook or crook to be insulated from the atrocities that this country commits. So,
So you're Kanye, and you get reminded what you are.
I mean, if we're gonna have to keep it a buck, all Kanye had to do is shut up.
Doesn't matter. Like I'm just forget all that. He can say all the shit he want about us or whatever, or defend us. He said something about one group. He lost billionaire status damn near overnight.
Which goes to my point. All
That
he had
proved
to do
like
was shut
how
up.
is that possible? No, it doesn't prove your point. Everyone else can get it. One can't, and you lose everything. Even your insulation is gone. Like you just said, all the people you named, they know how to play
Oh,
fair. They know how to play ball and keep their mouth shut, like you said. He says something, all that gone immediately.
okay.
That's
I
a
get what you mean.
fucking problem that we're talking about. So yeah, that should worry you more than anything. The U.S. do anything with that country, it's not surprising. It's already, like you said earlier, the coverage has already been blown. Like we already know this. It's common knowledge now. They're just too stupid to realize that. So it's not even about them just being scared and tucking their tails. It's literally just they don't have the IQ, and it's a cult. Like I'm calling it, it's a cult. That's a cult. So yeah, you know what
Okay,
happens
I
in
get you.
cults?
Okay,
People don't
I
go
get
against
you.
that. They're brainwashed. So yeah,
It's just wild to see, and I'm like, it just makes me now. I'm going to head it off at the pass. I'm going to head it off at the pass because I know somebody might be saying, "Well, we got some nerve." Okay, there's a point because again, I don't wave any flag for real, especially not in this country because I know history, right? I look at anyone who does wave the flag very suspect right off top because either you're ignorant or you're intentional. If for you to wave an American flag, you are very ignorant as to the atrocities committed for America's way of life, or you're being very intentional and you're okay with it, right? What blows my mind is, as we talked about in numerous ways, numerous variations, so I won't dive into it, is all of the chest thumping white American men have done about how great the country is, blah, 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 blah. The cover's been pulled back and blown off, and you can literally see your hero is using this as an ATM machine. You're not benefiting. Your gas prices are astronomical. Your food prices are astronomical. And by the way, for anyone looking, the job market is cheeks. So I thought you'd protect the brand a little more. I thought you'd protect the brand a little more. Like it reminds me. It was a little scene, and I don't know if a lot of people caught it. One of my favorite shows, SOA. So Marilyn Manson's character plays a hardcore, right, of all people. Marilyn Manson's character plays a hardcore racist in jail, right? Tully, I don't just can't be Tully. So he plays Tully in SOS. It's Sons of Anarchy. Those don't know Sons of Anarchy. And Jax presents him an offer to work with some people outside of who he's worked with. He was like, nope, just gotta protect the brand. So it's all smoke and mirrors. It's all I just gotta protect the brand. All right. And it just y'all look weird. I thought you were gonna at least protect the brand.
They are.
Um,
Do you not see it? I just
you
told you it's
can't.
a cult. The brand isn't the country, it's damn Trump. Because half of MAGA turned on them when they saw this shit. So the people who actually was part of that brand are still on brand. They turned completely against Trump and all that. For those who are still with him, they worship him, not the country. That's why it's a cult.
Okay, I see your point. I see your point.
I've seen the Candace Owens, like half of there's a civil war within their own stuff because the people who quote unquote care about their racist country are still on brand. Those who don't and still stuck with him care about him. So yeah, it's a cult, bro. Don't care what nobody say. It's a cult.
Okay, so I get that. We're gonna skip because the dude. So the article you sent me, the level of stupid has increased. I did not think it possible. The level of stupid has increased. What are we talking about? All right, so there has been sourdough bread
Oh,
made from yeast, right? Yeah, from yeast. And let me make sure I credit this where it's supposed to be credited. This is coming from. This is coming from the Guardian. It's coming from the Guardian. So scientists made sourdough bread using yeast found in a 5,000-year-old mummy. Full stop. I'm going to read that again one more time so you can ingest it. No pun intended. Scientists make sourdough bread using yeast found in 5,000-year-old mummy.
yum. We finna die.
You literally just watch the Mummy remake. Some of the best body horror you're ever going to see since Evil Dead,
Oh,
by the way.
Evil Dead
But
Light, pretty much.
barely, and not light by much. Not light by much, but
No,
yet.
but but Evil Dead might be a little worse. But yeah, it's there. It's an Evil Dead movie. I don't care what anybody say. It ain't a mummy movie. That's an Evil Dead movie.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. There's no way I would be using.
I wasn't even
Dog,
opening it. Like, do we just go dig up random people's stuff? Like y'all got so stuff much smoke for Egyptians digging up their stuff. Like we don't know. Like no.
I mean, okay, so it goes back to you and I have talked about, hey, I actually don't mind AI. I mind what it's being used for, right? The fundamental question of how and why we are here has not really been answered. We have not answered that question.
Well, they might have
We
the answer.
don't know. We don't know what Stonehenge really is. We don't know what's in all of the ocean. We
That's
can't explain pyramids. So these
that's
are things that tell us we don't actually know everything.
we don't need to.
Right?
That's
The answer is in history.
no, we
So
don't we do why? There's
hold on, hold on.
we do
I'll
not
tell
need
you.
to know everything. You about to know everything you need to know when your
Yes, you
eyes
do.
close permanently. That's when you're gonna know some stuff. But
No,
until
no,
then, let's not worry about why we here.
no. You got to know. And here's
No,
why.
we
Here's
don't.
why.
We do not.
I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. Because the problem, because we don't know, it is given the bandwidth to make shit up,
Duh.
i.e., religion. That's why we
It
don't.
already happened.
That's why we don't.
It's too late. It is too late. It doesn't at this point, like realistically, it's irrelevant. Because one, we all know someone who's ultra religious. No matter what you say or what you show, you can show proof and everything. They will still believe. So yes, it's too late. If that was the case, that should have been done a long time ago. And I'm almost certainly sure the powers that be that told you all this stuff knows the answers already. They already got the answers. We ain't got the answers, Sway. That was by design. I don't need you to open up what we need to open up a 5,000-year-old mummy to know answers about where I came from. I don't want to know this. I don't. Because the risk does not outweigh the reward. It doesn't. It really doesn't. It could just say, well, we all aliens. Now we just released some evil ass spirit. Now we all finna die in like 10 years. See, look at this.
So,
You want to be
do you?
curious. Why?
Because then you can't.
Yes,
It
you can.
gets a lot harder to. Okay. Hold on. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. If we find out that God, as it's been told to us, does not exist. I don't what because then it stops being what you believe. Here's what the facts say.
You can't prove that.
We don't care what you believe. No. Here's scientific, incontrovertible proof.
You can't prove that.
God, as you've been explained, it's been explained to you, did not happen.
You can't prove
No,
that.
all of these stories in the Bible, there was no Jonah, there's no whale, no one
That
got
could be
swallowed by a
true.
whale.
Mhm,
Like none of this stuff happened. It was an instrument of control that changes everything.
But some people already believe that and most don't. So it doesn't matter. How are you going to prove that? You can't.
Last part of her statement. Last part of her statement. Most don't.
Right. So you're not going to flip that with whatever cooked up evidence you're going to make because you know why? They're going to say it's fake and AI. Like, dog,
The
if that's true,
scientific
which I'm
community still
leaning,
exists, sir. The scientific community still exists.
and it gets ignored every time.
Neil deGrasse Tyson is still alive.
They
Like
still
the
getting like
scientific,
they all get ignored by religion every time. Let's not act coy now. We know what it is. We have family members that are a part of that. And we know how delusional they can get. Love you. But yes, we do. We like it hit close to home because we do. We know. So yeah, you can give whatever evidence you want. People are going to believe what they're going to believe. Because we see it now. Like, all right, forget religion to aside, because I understand your quarrels with religion. Look at the stuff that's happening now when we were talking about the layers being peeled back and we getting real evidence about some F shit that shouldn't be acceptable. And what are people doing, sir?
they're actually you kind of helped my point. They're not doing anything because the default for some people, and I'm not saying is I'm just stating points here, is you know what? God gonna get you. You know what? You're gonna pay for this when you're dead. Jeffrey Epstein is probably in hell. Trump is probably
I'm
going to
not
hell
I'm not even just talking about that. I'm just saying about the system. Most people still believe in the system and love this shit. Even though the layers has been proven that this is all not for your favor. And people still believe in it and protect it and still want the stuff that comes from it, the benefits from it. Even though we know odds are you won't get there. People
because
still play
God's
the
like,
lottery, even though you know you have a better chance of getting hit, dying in a plane crash than winning that.
you got a
We
better
still
chance of
do it.
getting
That's my point.
because faith is unbreakable, sir. Because
Right.
God's law
So
is
they're
greater
not
than
going to break their faith if
law.
you give them evidence. Proving my point. Because I can come up with evidence to say that, oh, this religious bit off this, and this was before this, and then this is inconsistent. Like, we can point it out all day, and there's people that already do it, but no one cares, right? So, right. If they already nose deep into the shit, they're not going to release their head because that will royally fuck them. So they will rather believe in the lie still, even if it comes out true and this whatever, that all that's lies, even though we can't prove it. But let's just say in this hypothetical they do, I guarantee you majority will still believe the same thing. Because that it would be less painful than to admit that you did all this for nothing. And we
This
see it with this country and these citizens that they will rather power through this bullshit because they don't know what was going to happen after. Or they're scared of what comes next if this isn't in place. It's the same thing. People will believe what they want to believe no matter what. That's one is called delusion, but yes. So no, it's not going to change if you come up with some mysterious facts. That's all I'm trying to say. Some might work, but majority I think will still be the same because we see it every day with stuff that actually has facts behind it, and we still nothing. Still believe in it. But that's just my opinion.
well, all right. I see. Yeah, I don't actually have a long, detailed rebuttal there. I'm just okay. It's one of those. I admire how you think. All right, cool. Um, the reason I was saying the level of stupid has been elevated. Okay, so we're talking about Otzi. Otzi the Iceman, famous corpse remarkably preserved by being frozen in alpine ice near the Italy-Austria border. Discovered in 1991, right? They've been studying this guy since 91. Right? The microorganisms that were preserved in the remains, though, they extracted the yeast. And hey, let's make some bread. Bam. So I'm gonna go back to how we started this. We have not, as a species, figured out how and why we are here yet. We keep digging to find things to give us indication. Now, Otzi was found at the Italy-Austria border, what is modern day Europe. I'm sure somehow underneath all of this, it's gonna be try to be used to say, oh no, look, the original humans were actually white, but whatever, we're used to it.
We already disproved that scientifically, black people more human than any other
Anyone,
race.
anyone,
And you know, the race that says that you're more closer to Neanderthals. But
but yeah.
whatever.
So they use the microorganism to make sourdough bread. It would have never crossed my mind. And just when you thought it was safe, and I quote, we want to pursue this further and involve specialized research teams from the food sector in the process. Bread is currently one of the obvious applications we're considering, but another is beer.
All the reason to stop drinking, y'all.
So let me, because I don't think anyone has. I don't think anyone has. Let me say this very, very slowly. You took remains from something that was 5,000 years old and made bread. and your next logical thought is we can make beer.
Yeah, that sounds like I'm really trying to figure out where I'm from. Actually, that might be smart. They're just trying to send us all there sooner. That's it. That's what they doing. See, I got what you were saying now. They trying to send us there sooner and speed run this stuff so we can really find out where we come from. That's smart. I get your thought. I get your logic now. Scientific.
If this ain't the most Caucasian, uh, so we have pyramids in Giza, we have pyramids in South America and Mexico, right? We have Stonehenge. We have so many things that indicate maybe we just don't know as much as we think, right? Maybe
No,
we
it's true.
don't.
We don't.
We don't actually know why we're here officially, why we're here,
Most
and
don't.
how we got here. How we got here.
Most don't. Some do. We do.
And your thought process with a 5,000-year-old corpse is to make beer.
And bread. And sell it to people. Yep. I had to remove bread. Now I don't even drink beer. So yeah. So yeah.
Like I have seen pictures of people standing next to pyramids. And it's like you understand a blue whale is 100 feet long, right? The
Until you see one
largest animal on the planet.
ever.
And then you see a picture to scale of what a human looks like next to a blue whale. And it's like, oh,
Yeah.
I've seen pictures of people next to pyramids.
Yeah.
Like the bricks themselves are like, you can't even imagine.
Yeah.
And you want to, so it just goes back to, and the fact that Stonehenge stands the way it does, like, who, given how old Stonehenge is, who put this here and why?
Vibranium.
And you want to make fucking beer.
Are you finally prescribing to the smartest dumbasses thing?
A choice at this point.
Like, oh, we're the smartest apex, beating your chest, talking about we all this. And I've been telling you, yeah, we the smartest dumbasses on the planet. And we about to speed run our demise. I just don't know which one it's gonna be. It's like Jeopardy. You just got to pick one. I'll take Matrix for 400, please. Yes, sir.
I just, my brain, and maybe this is why I'm not amongst the elites, because it would never occur to me to have access to a 5,000-year-old corpse and figure out how to get drunk.
You're not living life.
And you're right, you're right. They're probably going to do it and sell it at a premium.
Yeah.
Mummy beer, it's going to
Oh,
cost you $100 an ounce.
oh yo, 5,000 thousand year aged beer. Oh yeah. That gonna cost a lot.
$100 a sip. But
And some on the label says if you have a family curse, that we are not responsible. Yep. It's gonna be on the fire print. I already know.
if you
Yeah.
suddenly have 100 scorpions or yeah, people, we gonna make a profit out of everything, boy. That's a problem. Everything's for profit.
You're not lying.
How did the roots say? Everything's for sale, even souls. Someone get got on
Yeah,
the phone.
he wasn't lying.
Someone get,
They literally selling this dude's soul. That is
I,
crazy. I ain't never thought that was like. I know he's stupid, but I didn't think it was this stupid. Like melting the old ice and glaciers. All right, you might try to study it, or even though that's stupid, but because you might release the thing or some type of virus that we have no answer for because it's been
and
frozen
permafrost, and
before
yeah,
we even existed, so we wouldn't be immune to it because it didn't exist when we were here. But I digress. Besides that, I mean, you can, like you said, scientific thing. Oh, ice studied the organism, whatever, or if it does melt on its own, which it could do, we'll have something that maybe we can da da da. Maybe it can save people. Who knows? But this is just stupid. We're just selling some 5,000-year-old yeast.
I just
Ain't nothing scientific about that. It's just all straight profit, bro. What is
and this for anyone who ever asks, why do I hate capitalism?
right there?
This,
Yeah, that's
this,
that's
this, this, this. We can sell it though, dog. And no. Let me be very clear. There's nothing here that says that. There's nothing that says the objective is to sell the sourdough bread or the beer. No one's saying that.
but we know.
It's only a matter of time.
We know. Like you're
Only
not
a matter-
going to put resources into doing those things and not selling. Because y'all ate it yourselves. So, it was good. 5,000 years of maggots. But no, like, what are we doing?
It is my point. Like all of the scientific ability that we have, and this is what we're doing with it. We making sourdough fucking bread.
Now, what them scientists look like? I need to see that.
Yeah. So, all right, let's move from mummies to the God MC. So the whole freestyle dropped. Initially, I learned something from this besides the freestyle. I learned, ironically, like you just said, there are certain people that no matter what you tell them, they ain't gonna come up off of it. I don't. We should study Drake fans' brains because it is scary. The more they talk, the more I see. You know what? I see why MAGA decided to use the Drake album cover as something. It's starting to make a little more sense now
They already a lot.
because the only people I'm seeing, oh, this was weak. Da da da. Oh, Drake is on his mind. He made him comb out his locks. Da da da. Y'all didn't even. Drake fans can be scary. I'll say that. Drake fans can be scary. Um, I watched freestyle and I was like, okay, cool. And it looked like a warning shot. It looked like the tune-up fight before you get back in the ring for real. Is this takeover, Jay? Shades of it. And someone said, and again, I can't speak to it because I don't watch it. Someone said this was real battle rapish.
They
This was
were.
real Loaded Lux type. So I'm like, oh, okay. I know the name. I'm not familiar with the work because I don't watch battle rap, but it's like, nah, this is real battle rap type stuff here. I'm
It is.
like, okay.
They was. He was, like you said, this might be the most lyrical I heard Jade in so long. Like in a minute. Like that. Like, boy picked out, got the afro out, just became a freaking god.
Yeah. See, if you can, I don't even think you have to set it aside. I still say that God Dead verse is one of the greatest verses ever written for good and bad reasons. For good and bad reasons. Like that is a verse only Jay can write. So I'm like, yeah, this is not in the same vein as that. This is different. This is more battle rap, and it's like, oh, he didn't hold back, but I still think it's things that he didn't say on purpose. I think it's certain things that's still in the chamber, waiting to see who's going to jump out. And my vote, Goofy Nikki, because just Queens down bad. Why not add to it?
Nah, they both
Why not
were.
add to it?
They both were very Drake. But um, yeah, that was definitely a warning shot. And a vicious warning shot. But it was pretty much the modern day his battle rap version of a takeover. That's what it reminded me of.
Mm,
This battle rap
okay.
version of a takeover just now this is debate. Or if you want to make it modern terms, this is his like that. So this was debate. Whoever takes debate is probably going to end up paying for it. Drake,
Yeah, it is.
please don't take the bait because you ain't gonna spy this one. Your stands, and I hate stands in general.
Oh,
I I hate Drake's. I hate niggas. I hate Kendrick. I hate stands in general. They're not well at all. None of them for anyone on either side. They all suck and have mental problems and need to get that checked out because it's sad and how level of stupid you will go to. But then again, we seen it with Megan. It's just cultish. It's like it's too many damn cults right now. I'm tired of it.
No,
Good God, stop
I
worshiping
just
people. But go ahead.
yeah, no, I was gonna say like there's no as much as I'd love to see it happen, there's no level of destruction that Jay can add that Kendrick hasn't already done. That's the only thing. Like we're getting we'd be getting at spit on your grave levels at this point. Like there's no level, there's no further level of destruction. Like it's a wrap. When Kendrick got up at the Super Bowl and screamed A minor and the entire crowd did it with him, we're done here. We're done.
Oh yeah, that's done. But
We're done. So there's nothing Jay can say that's gonna make it worse than it already is. So there's
mm,
that. The only person I expect to say something sideways is Nikki, because well, it's Nikki. And she will further embarrass Queens. Somebody hug Nas. If you get a minute, just somebody hug Nas. Because between Russell being, Epstein-esque, 50 being way too MAGA adjacent and getting completely washed by T.I.'s whole family and getting washed by Mano and responding with pictures with Tyler Perry.
oh, Papoose. I don't know about Mano. Mano, this was that. But yeah,
And then Nikki just being complete MAGA. Like Queens is down bad. Somebody, LL need to make a record soon. Because between that, somebody need to give LL and Nas a hug, like soon. He's just ooh, it's looking bad for Queens. It's looking bad for Queens. Just looking bad for Queens. Um, but yeah, Jay, he might take it back to Blueprint, Jay. And if you need your lyrics on a third grade comprehension level, then a lot of this freestyle is gonna fly over your head. You know how I know, and this and I never paid attention to it just now. You know how I know Drake stands are a special kind of goofy? He got that song that I keep hearing popping up on people's videos with that stupid, goofy ass nursery rhyme style. Where did it go? My head. And people was actually pumping this like it's
like I said, Dr. Seuss will outrhyme a lot of niggas now. Like, rest in peace to the God of author.
yeah. Oh,
He inspiring so many rappers now, boy. He don't even know it.
when I eat them in a house, when I eat them with a mouse.
Like, Dr. Seuss was dropping bars before they was even born.
Clearly. So it goes back to y'all ain't made it past the third grade reading level. Cause like, come on, Drake stands. Why did he go? My name. Where does it go? My head. Da, 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 da. And you really think this sits next to Chains and Whips?
No, they can't. It's the McDonald's rap. You need something digestible and always there. That's what it is. There's not very much substance or skill to it. It's just melodies and Dr. Seuss. I can't even disrespect Dr. Seuss. Less than Dr. Seuss bars. So yes.
And again, if I knew it was gonna happen, I'm gonna come across something. I'm not listening to 3 albums of this. I'm not. Again, I told you I haven't been on a road trip lately. The only way I listen to this is if I'm on a road trip and I got nothing else to listen to. 'Cause I'm not listening to 3 albums of BBO Drizzy. I'm just not. Absolutely not. But through osmosis, I'm hearing it, and I'm like, if I hear something dope, I'll go check it out. Because again, I don't think Drake is a whack rapper. What we say, trash. What's our scale? Trash, decent, lyricist, God tier. On a good day, Drake is lyricist. I've never heard God tier Drizzy ever.
No,
Like I lyricist, yes. And like I said, we made it unofficial list. I can give you 10
he's not
times.
on the list. Oh,
No.
actually, sorry, he's not on the list. He doesn't qualify.
Jesus.
You
And
got,
he
you
just
got, you got to go. Like, you can't qualify because now I don't know which lyricist verses were yours or which one were. So yeah, you're disqualified, my guy. You took PEDs. We're done. Consider this baseball. We about to start gatekeeping hip hop, bro. For real. You got a ghostwriter. You can't make the Hall of Fame, my guy. You
nope.
can't.
No, not at all.
He's disqualified. So yeah, we're good.
And maybe it's the TikTok generation. That is not your fault. That is not you. It may it's the TikTok generation because they just want the catchy little bops in the background. I'm like, do
They
y'all hear this shit? Like, y'all really think?
they don't care. It's just a little something, you know. It's basically modern day ringtone rap. That's all it was. I remember when I was a kid, it was ringtone rap.
Ooh.
It was something you can play for your ringtone because I had it, you had it. But now it's just instead of being ringtone rap, because we don't have it anymore, it's TikTok rap. That's all it is. It's the same. We've all been through the same process. This is just their version. So I can't even get too mad at it because I understand. You know, a couple moons ago,
Like
I was in
this,
that same position. So I understand. This is just their version. And now I'm on the other side of it, and now I understand what y'all was saying. But hey, the
the
cycle
sad part
continues.
of it. Like I said, the sad part is Drake doesn't suck. It's just lately, it just seems like the quality of music has gotten more trash. Like Drake doesn't suck as a rapper. I know what suck sounds like as a rapper. Big X the plug sucks. Sorry, Dallas. Be mad at me if you want to. But yeah.
That
That's
nigga I'm from Dallas.
happened. That's happened.
Oh, that's not nigga I'm from Dallas. Oh wait, that's who's that?
Stop,
Chubby?
yo. Stop,
Uncle
yo.
Chubbs? What is it?
Stop, yo.
What do you mean?
Um,
He won't even say his
Stop, yo.
name.
Stop. I think it's Tuck Tuck. But he wanted his, so I can't be mad at that. That's his. I'm from Dallas, rock levels, shag in my hair, ride in film. Look, I can't. Yo, why? Why?
I need to go to a Dallas club for real just to hear that. I'm gonna turn up, boy.
That's why I heard it. I
Exactly. I
heard
need to
it.
be a part of that. That's a hype song. You think I'm making
Yo,
fun of it? It's
they
funny as
love
hell,
Dallas.
but it is a bop. That is a
Home
club banger.
of the home of the D.
Oh my
Yo,
God, that's a club banger.
it really is. Them cats was loving it. I'm like, I ain't mad.
Exactly. That's
My
okay.
home city has Griselda, so it's a little different for me. But
Yeah,
I ain't mad at you. I,
just a bunch of
but
Tony Montanas and Buffalo clubs. Nah, I'm good. I'm good.
and like I said, it is not like I said because my man, shout out to Roscoe, former friend of the show, former guest. You know, and my man, and actually my man Sean, also Waffle Cat. The joke is, you know, Ross don't like Southern rap. That's not true at all. That is absolutely not true.
Hey, what? Yeah, what?
Rhapsody.
You say
I don't like Southern. I don't like Southern rap. I'm like that is
you don't.
absolutely not true.
You don't.
Now
Every
I gotta
chance
shut.
you get the
Now I
chance,
gotta
you
shut
shit on the
you up.
self, you do it. Do you not?
Now I gotta shut you up like I shut him up. So Rhapsody, top five dead or alive. Cole, Jay Elect.
Mhm. Keep going.
Oops,
Keep going.
oops.
Keep going. Because now it's funny how roles reverse when I start naming names, and then so just to prove to you that South don't suck. But now all of a sudden, I like the South. I can name four names I listen to, and that's it.
I just gave you
Four.
top tier lyricism, sir.
Yeah, I did that before, and that
I
wasn't
just
enough. So now that's enough.
Cole, Jay
Uh-huh.
Elect.
Uh,
No. It beats the allegation of, well, Ross don't like Southern rap. That's not true. I just gave you names.
you don't.
I
You
just gave
can't.
you names.
Wait. Do you love stuff and you call it trash?
Toby and Wigwe out of Houston.
Answer the
Toby and
question. Answer the
Wigwe.
question. Has anything you
Starface.
ever called
We up to
trash is something that
Starface.
you
We up to
love?
five.
See, you see how you ignoring that question because we have multiple episodes of this show of you unprovokedly trashing the South. The only state that gets it worse is Iowa. They got nothing to do with nothing. But the two places you trash the most is Iowa and the South. That is a fact. Unprovoked, by the way, for both. Iowa's why they fucking business.
Oh my
Doing
God,
nothing.
man.
And
Oh
the
my
South
goodness.
got some bangers and all-time greats, as you name it. I've been naming, but that wasn't good enough. But all of a sudden,
Uh, New Paul Wall.
wait. So how many was that? That was probably about 10. So that sounds like the South don't suck, don't it?
No, that sounds like you can't hit me with the charge of, oh, you just when I say, okay, so let me show you. Let me show how this goes. Let me show how this goes. If I say the South sucks, oh, you just hate Southern rappers. No, I don't. I can name you 10 that are absolutely extraordinary. So you can't tell me I say the South sucks just because I hate Southern rappers. That's not true. I can give you people from the South who absolutely kill it. Clips. Boom.
Oh, so you got some Southern friends, so you not racist. You got some black friends, huh? They your little black friends? Your token black friends, huh? They your token Southern rappers? That's what I'm
So
hearing.
no,
Token
now it's
Southern
time to piss
rappers, bro.
off. Now it's time to piss off the people where you live.
Damn.
As Mike T would say, as the legendary coach of the Steelers would say, the standard is the standard.
But you can have a standard without shitting on everywhere. You don't shit on the West. You don't shit on the Midwest. You don't, except Iowa. You don't shit on the North. But you don't shit on
Midwest,
any other spot but the
Common,
South.
uh, Common, Royce,
Right.
M.
You don't,
There's no reason to
exactly.
show those.
There's some trash rappers there, but you
The
wouldn't know.
standard is the standard.
And yet,
West.
you just name how many Southern rappers there in the top 10 dead or alive? Probably
So you
half the
can't.
list.
So
Is that
you
half
can't
the
hit
list?
me. So you can't hit me with I just hate Southern rap.
No,
I
we
don't.
can. Yes, we can. You've said it unprovokedly. They suck. And then when we say New York has some sorry ass mother lovers,
We do.
but you
Absolutely
don't
does.
say New York sucks. But you take the South sorry mother lovers
So
and don't give the benefit of the doubt. So they shouldn't suck then. They shouldn't suck.
what did
New
Mike
York
T
has
say?
some all-time greats, but some has more sorry motherfuckers than they do all-time greats, the same as the South. So what's the difference?
What did Mike T say? The standard is the standard.
Okay, do they not withhold the standard? They have multiple all-time greats and a lot of sorry motherfuckers. Is that not New York in its totality? Some great all-time greats and some a whole bunch of sorry ass niggas.
Well, let's tone down that whole bunch of let's tone that down. Let's not get carried
So the
away.
whole New York drill wasn't sorry. Outside of Pop Smoke is the one name you gonna say. 6ix9ine was butt cheeks. So every
You
all
know,
of them was butt cheeks.
no one claimed 6ix9ine. He was ass out
Then
the
you
gate.
claimed him talking about you thought he was Doug. You thought he was Doug Nificent for real. He wasn't.
I didn't say he was dope. Like I didn't question his street cred. I didn't think he was dope. I didn't think he was dope.
Sorry. Name some modern day New York City rappers who don't suck. And do not name someone who's a part of your era that still raps now. I said name some
Griselda.
modern day New York Negroes that rap.
Griselda. Literally my hometown. Griselda.
I said New York City, not Buffalo.
So now we want to separate it from New York
I
State.
mean,
That's
all right,
what we
fine. You know what? Fine. Add them. So who else you got? That's one. Who else you got? Exactly. Took the fuck out. There we go. There
giving
we go.
Griselda.
But you know how many Southern rappers I can name that out right now that new, and you already named some of them, and yet some of them are already best dead or alive, and these are newer rappers. Wow, the South sucks somehow.
Do
How?
you know what? Bruh, you see, the reason the South got to mute up is because we talking one state, the glorious Empire State, versus what, 7 states? We don't want to hear from y'all. We don't ATL. We no, stop.
And yet you just named
ATL is
four
the
people
source of
from
some
the
of the lamest gimmicks ever, dog.
and
Snap
some of the
music.
greatest ever, and like what
Who,
from ATL?
who, who?
Outkast is not part of ATL. Killer Mike's
What?
not part of TI. Is not part of ATL. What are we doing?
Ti, you know Ti be feature Ti is untouchable.
No, T.I. in general now is untouchable. We hearing it. Like you heard it. Now we know he can battle too. So yeah, it's done. We gonna stop.
Okay, all right,
If he's
all right.
T.I.
I'm
smoke
not,
some of your New York all-time legends in a track. So here you go. Yeah.
sir. So
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say one thing, and we can conclude this.
So,
There is no album
eight,
below the Mason-Dixon line
eight,
that touches Illmatic.
eight.
Discussion over.
I mean, but
There,
that's the
there,
greatest album of all
there
time.
is there is no album below. Oh, but
That doesn't matter. It's the
hold on,
greatest
hold on,
album of
hold
all
on.
time. That's
Let
not
me show you
fair.
something now. Let me show you something now. Illmatic, if you depend on who you argue with, there are people who will talk Blueprint,
No, no,
bro.
I'm not discussing that.
The
No.
Blueprint front to back is no. I think Blueprint has no skips. I prefer the Blueprint over the
It's
Black
not
Album.
better than the Elmatic. Okay, okay. But some people would disagree with you and say keep the Black
But
Album.
there's a conversation there. That's what
It's
I'm saying.
not a
There's an
conversation.
album I can pick
That's not a
from New York.
conversation. If that's the case, then there's a lot of conversations of all-time great albums that you can just line up like that. No, stop
Not
it.
from not from the South, not next to Illmatic. If you want something to rival Illmatic, you're gonna have to choose the boroughs. That's my point. That's my point.
I'm not really thinking about albums right now because I'm not entertaining this. Because this now you kind of just proving my point of hate. Thank you, just a hater. Thank God.
You can't give
Thank
me that
you. Have to
charge.
lead back in one album. All right.
You can't give me that. You can't give me the Ross just hates Southern rap
You
charge. You
do.
can't.
Yes, you do. You do. Yes, you do. Unprovokedly.
Rhapsody is one of
You
my
just
favorite.
praised them with backhanded compliments, by the way, and then to proceed to shit on.
Rhapsody's Please Don't Cry and her most recent CD or Rhapsody CDs are
Are they
back to back
skippables?
classics.
Are there any skippables in those albums?
Not a thing.
Okay,
Not a
so
thing.
will that be in the conversation then if that's the case?
You can't put you can't put Illmatic next to Please Don't Cry.
Why not?
Um,
Um,
here's just our reality of it.
hmm.
One of the unaccounted for factors that you can't duplicate and is nobody's fault,
Mhm.
timing and time frame. One of the
As an
other
album, I
reasons,
don't care about the timing now. As an album,
no,
listen.
no, no, no,
You
no,
listen
no,
to
no.
both. Which one? Then you just admitted both is no skips, which I agree with. So you said the same thing about Jay-Z's album, no skips, so in the masterclass. So if they're all masterclasses and classic albums, which they all are, why are they not comparable? Why is it not a conversation now? Why is Jay-Z a conversation and Rhapsody's not?
Um, and see, that's the thing you can't account for. It's nobody's fault. You can't pretend the timing doesn't matter. You cannot rule that out. One of the reasons Illmatic is the greatest album ever made is because of when it was made. Because the notion of using multiple producers on one CD was unheard of and it was masterfully done. The fact that people want to do more is more and load up with 15, 18 tracks, and Illmatic is literally 9 tracks in an intro. The fact that everybody wants to have guest features. There's one guest on all of Illmatic. The sound of it, the writing of it, the fact that he's 19 years old and giving you New York State of Mind. No, it's
I
not up
understand, and
for
yet you
debate
just compared Jay shit, and now like, come on, like, forget the
because
context of that. Just as music, because you know what makes good music? Not even just the timing. Is does it last? Is it timeless? Yes, and all these albums are timeless.
Illmatic
Are they
is
not?
93.
Right. Is Rhapsody album not timeless?
Here's the problem. I believe it is, but you got to be a rap fan to know it. You got to be a
I
rap fan to know
mean,
it.
okay. Now now let's also be for real. This newer generation, and partly probably some of my generation, would not say Illmatic is the greatest album ever. That's all your people and older. So that's why I'm saying timing will matter. Yeah, I guess it will matter. I agree with you because majority of people didn't live that. So, especially around now, and in control of the music and all that, and what's popping, what's not. So, like I said, what makes a truly great album is timeless. Rhapsody's album will still be timeless. The same way Illmatic is still timeless. The same way Jay's class album. The same way all these people who produce all-time great classic albums will always be timeless. So if timeless and it being classic and no skips is the the bar, then why is Rhapsody not in the conversation? If we just talking music, front to back, forget the time period, front to back, artist to artist.
When you start, okay, so it's like this, and we're gonna wrap this up. There's a lot of people in the Hall of Fame, everybody in the first ballot Hall of Famer.
Is
You in
Rhapsody
the
not?
hall,
Is
you in
Rhapsody
the
not?
hall, but you might not be first ballot.
Is
You
Rhapsody not?
made the hall.
You
What'd
just
you say?
you just said she's top five dead or alive. Did you not?
Agreed. Agreed.
Nah, it's just
I
top five dead or
agree.
alive. So is probably Jay. So if they're all in that upper echelon, like I get you, there's a Hall of Fame, there's the Hall of Fame. That's where Jordan, LeBron, Kobe, all of them sit, right? And then the rest, you got, T Max, no disrespect to them. They still great, but it's levels, even in the Hall of Fame. So if she's on that upper echelon, damn near Mount Rushmore is damn near what you saying. Why doesn't her classic album not compare them? She meets every category. She
In
checks
it's
every
in the
box.
it's in the converse. It's in the conversation. The
There
inherent
you go.
issue
That's all
is
I asked.
okay, because Illmatic did it first.
Fine. Okay, Ray J, you got it.
Did you really, nigga? Well, you
And I'm a nice
damn
guy.
recap, yo. Like I cannot believe you just put whatever,
If
yo.
y'all don't know, it's because Ray J had a song I hit it first. That's why I said that. But yes.
But yes, you don't get you or no one else gets to the level of that charge. Oh, you just don't like Southern rap. That's not true. We proved it to be the case. That's absolutely not true. Rhapsody, Cole, this last Cole album is bananas. So
Is the South
Rhapsody,
still trash?
excuse me,
Is the South still trash?
as a collective,
There we go. There we go. That's all we need to hear. I rest my case, Your Honor.
still, we gonna fill for the bait. Whatever, yo. Recap. Like whatever it be. Carmelo Anthony, not the ball player. Honestly, this is still tragic. It is not a case of me. I don't want the young man to go to jail, or don't go to jail. I just want the truth to come out. And if this turns out that you were the aggressor, there's a penalty for that. I hope all this. I hope the trial is looked at fairly, and if found guilty, the sentencing is looked at fairly without the racial shade to it. But Don Glover voice, this is America. So you will ultimately. I hate that there's a young man that's no longer here, and I hate that something playing around a little toughness between two young men turned deadly. So we'll see how this goes. No reparations for you, J6 people and other falsely, just yeah, no reparations for y'all. The notion that you tried it is mind blowing. The notion you tried it, mind blowing. Yeah, dog. I think you just got Vanilla Ice and somebody else whack that's left. I don't think that's the way you want to bring in America because 200th, 250th or whatever birthday. Pardon me, I don't know the number offhand because I don't give a. Um, the fact that all of this is going on and no one's really saying much about a possible partnership between here and the Israeli military is concerning. But misdirection has been the order of the day since this administration took office. Look at this thing over here and try not to pay attention to this other thing we're doing. See, turning so making sourdough bread wasn't enough. You're gonna try to make beer. In my Canaan voice, we the smartest, dumbest mofos on the planet. God, I not figure out Stonehenge, not learn further truths about ourselves. Maybe aliens really did help set up pyramids. You want to make beer, and I'm sure you'll try to make a profit from it and charge somebody $5,000 a sip. That's going to be the new flex at the Billionaires Club. Yo, you try that mummy beer? It's like $5 million for two sips, but two sips. That's gonna be the new flex at the Billionaires Boy Club. And we didn't get a chance to talk about it. Okay, hold on. The whole freestyle. I'm gonna use his own line. Do not bark up that tree. That tree will fall on you. Let it wherever you are, BBL Drizzy, wherever you are, Onika. Don't. Queens is already down bad enough. Don't do it. Don't do it. Lastly, blue and orange skies. We didn't get a chance to talk about it. Blue and orange skies. We'd all love to be a sweep. I don't think so. I think there's a small chance Wemby and them get at least one game. Wemby and them get at least one. They get one game. I don't think they get swept. They get one. Wemby ain't gonna get swept out this joint. All right. Your recap, sir.
Yeah, with the Carmelo Anthony case, I just wanted to know what the truth was, and then I'll pass judgment. If he was in the wrong, then sorry, you gotta face the consequences. If he wasn't, hopefully justice will be served either way, fairly. But we all know that's probably not gonna happen. But we can hope. But yeah, so hopefully a fair trial and the truth comes out. That's what I wish for. Um, the no reparation thing, not surprised. We already know. Colt stuff. And they have money because been saying it forever, both of us, since we started that, billions of dollars just appear out of nowhere. And we're in $1 trillion of debt. And it keeps getting worse. But hey, and our taxes already pay for other people's stuff. So it's not like it will be something new for y'all. But I digress. I know what the real reason is. It's okay. All right, whatever. Uh Shout out to the laughing stock, the jester of hip hop. Shout out to Eminem, bro. Keep doing what you're doing. Made it real cool to diss that motherfucker, and I thank goodness. The military in US and I said military and military. That's the same thing. Might as well be military/US. Teaming up with Israel. Gosh, can't say that name. The black and blue flag. Before, yeah, that's not surprising. I don't think anybody is outside the cult. I think I'm in the market for some 53 or 5,300-year-old beer and some bread. Thinking about a nice grilled cheese with some beer on the side, with a side of family curses and superpowers I didn't ask for. Sounds like a great time on my way out. uh, and Jay-Z freestyle bars. Play that Joe Budden gun sound. Or Funk Flex, whoever. And
Drop a
Knicks,
bomb on them. One flags.
yeah, I might need the National Guard and Army because either Wemby's about to pull a Giannis or he's about to pull LeBron. I don't know. Either way, the Knicks are either going to be the happiest burning mother lovers or the angriest burning mother lovers. Either way, I don't know which one's worse for the city, but I'm not mad if the Knicks win. This is one of the finals I don't really care to. I want Wemby to win, actually. I'm not going to lie. I'm rooting for Wemby. I'm a
He'll be
Wemby
back.
guy.
He'll be back.
But,
He'll be back.
no, see, we keep saying that, and a lot of people never be back. AI didn't get back. Uh, James Harden ain't been back. Russ
Hey,
ain't been
hey,
back.
hey,
Chris
this part
Paul
gotta
ain't been
remind you.
back.
I say
Like,
real quick. What state is on your birth certificate again? Okay then.
I just said I don't care if the Knicks win, but I want Wemby to win. Let's be real. Like I said, I'm cheering for
Those things
Wemby,
can flip.
but
Those things
if the
can flip.
Knicks win, I won't be mad. Like versus if y'all was playing OKC, I would be the biggest Knicks fan ever. But you're not. You're playing against my guy. So yeah, I'm
Wemby will be
cheering for
back,
my
dog.
guy, but I'm not mad when y'all win because it's pretty much like y'all gonna win anyway. So y'all, in my head, y'all already won. Unless Wemby just pulls off something that I haven't seen from him, and he just turns into 2021 Giannis. Was it 2021 or 23? I don't remember what year it was.
Something like, it was pandemic, I think. I don't know. I don't remember.
I think it was 21. Pretty sure it was 21. I think it was
Okay.
21. Either way, when
21.
they played Phoenix, which is oddly enough, Mikal Bridges was on that team when he was up 2-0 and then lost 4 in a row. So hopefully that happens. If not, shout out to the Knicks, man. Congratulations. We're in the end game because y'all won the final. So yeah, we're cooked. But either way, y'all got to see one before we go. Congratulations.
To that end. Glad to be back in the building with you, sir. This is awesome. Well, of course, we still got plenty to say. by my estimation, the world is still spinning. We still got plenty to say. Always a pleasure. On behalf of myself, my amazing co-host, Yeah, I Said It podcast. Peace.
Yeah.